Hey, how's it going, guys? Got another product review for you. What you're looking at here is the Thermarest Trail Lite. Thanks to Young's Backpacking for hosting this review. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have this cool piece of gear to talk to you about. So everybody has a sleeping mat. Anybody who goes camping and a lot of people who go backpacking bring a sleep mat because you just don't know when you'll need it. But what you'll notice is a lot of people go for those cheap rubbery yoga mat looking things, and what I've noticed is, number one, they fall apart really easily. I mean, I've already gone through two while I was away for the last year and a half traveling, and number two is the fact that it may insulate you against getting cold and having your body heat seep into the ground, but they're really uncomfortable. I mean, they are just so super thin that when you lay them out, I always end up waking up with back pain. So it's worth it to spend a little bit more money and get something that's more durable, and you're gonna get a good night's sleep, because if you just wake up tired every time, you're not gonna enjoy your traveling experience. So here I have as an example the Trail Lite, and it's just I have one here brand new in the original package, but this should give you an idea of how big it is when you have it deflated and rolled up. So right here I have a can of V8 just to give you a sense of scale of how big this is in terms of size. It measures, when fully inflated, as you can see here, it measures 20 inches by 72 inches. So it's pretty long, so even if you're a tall person, you'll be fine. So about 6 feet. And when it's fully inflated, it's about 1.5 inches in thickness. The R value is 3.8. Now, if you guys don't know, the R value is basically just a scale of how much insulation you're going to have in terms of heat retention. It goes from a 0 to 8 scale. The higher the number, the better. So 3.8 is a good medium number. So this is a nice lightweight pad if you're going to do some of your standard camping. I mean, I wouldn't take this in the snow, but Thermarest also offers like higher R ratings. They have like up to 7, I think, here at Young, so you might want to check that out. But with a higher R rating, they're probably going to be bigger and harder to stow away as well, so give that a shot. The actual pad itself is composed of 150D polyester, and it's really durable. Seriously, you can feel it. Some people complain though that because of the sheer surface of the sleeping pad, when they have a sheer sleeping bag, the two surfaces against each other, they slip off of the pad. And one way I found that fixes that is if you go to the kitchen section of your supermarket, they have these like kind of sticky pads with like kind of a rubbery surface to keep your silverware from sliding around. Just cut little strips of that and stick it onto the pad. If you want to get rid of it, you can just peel them off and it won't leave that sticky residue, and just put them at strategic spots. I would say cut like strips and put them every 18 inches or so, and then when you lay them on the pad, that way when you put your sleeping bag on, you're not going to slip on around at night. So that's something to think about. The pad itself, if it's not in this plastic wrap, I'm not going to take this one out, but when you just let it go, if you turn this counterclockwise and just unroll it, it's going to self-inflate. And then when it's finally extended, you can blow into it to fill it up that last little bit, and then once you finish blowing it, just turn it clockwise to lock it, and it'll be fine. Sleep in it, and you'll have a good night's sleep. When you're done with it in the morning, just turn it counterclockwise and just roll it up to press all of the air out, and then lock it again to make sure that no more air can sleep in. It's a pretty simple design. But it's one of those pieces of gear that a lot of people forget about or just cheap out on and then end up regretting later. Young's is selling this one for about, let's see, 59 bucks. And for a good night's sleep, especially if you're going to be out and camping a lot, it's worth it. So that's my review of the Thermarest Trail Lite. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.